Hi guys, welcome back to Software Engineer LK. Today I am going to bring you a different kind of video session. Actually, this is a separate series of video sessions. I think in previous videos, you can remember me. I brought you some training video sessions in C#.net. That is one series, and other series HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So this video is actually not under those series. It's a different another new video series that is completely focusing on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Actually, in the modern world, in computer science and information technology, in this modern world, that is the trend. Artificial intelligence. A lot of computer science students and information technology students take they focus on artificial intelligence, machine learning, natural language processing kind of subject streams. So this is the first video under MLAI, machine learning, the artificial intelligence. So under this video, actually as the first one, I am not going to take you into the depth of the subject, but I am going to introduce some basic things like natural language processing, machine learning, under artificial intelligence. Okay, and I am going to introduce some vendors that they already do AI, MLAI, NLP, and some tools and some AI models they have developed and currently also going on training, and how to use those personally in your machines, or online or offline. I'm going to introduce those kind of things. Okay, so actually, what is artificial intelligence? But first of all, what is artificial intelligence? That means actually just like human brain can do a lot of thinking, processing, kind of imagination, and developing and creating new things, those kind of things. Nowadays machines also do quite a bit. Okay, not much as human brain, but some extent machines do that. So in artificial intelligence there are a lot of different it's a hierarchy. Actually, under that hierarchy there are a lot of different areas, lot of branches, like machine learning and some other robotics, some other kind of things. And under machine learning there are again subdivisions like natural language processing, text processing kind of things. Okay, in this video actually I am going to talk about machine learning and natural language processing. Okay, so what is actually machine learning? Machine learning in the sense that means just like a baby, a newly born baby, learn new things, looking at everywhere, hearing all the sounds around him, and touching the things like temperatures and heat, kind of things with the skin, and hearing with eyes, ears, looking at everywhere with eyes, and all those input taken into the system, and the baby process in the memory, and he keep those memories with specific labels, kind of thing. That is called training. From the first day up to the dying, we learn a lot of things and keep those in memory. and train himself. That is the way a baby get training. Under the training, actually, there are especially two different kind of training. One is called supervised training. Supervised training. That means somebody train the baby. Okay, a baby when he come to some age like 5 or 3, parents take them to a kindergarten or Montessori school kind of things, and then teachers teach and train him. Even before that, parents train the baby. So that is supervised training. Supervisors might be the parents, teachers, or some other elder person. That is supervised training. Then baby himself get training. That is called unsupervised training. Okay. Under unsupervised training, nobody there to train him. He himself look at everywhere, hear the sounds, get the visions, and get the touch and feelings, all the things, and he keep those in the memory with the labels. That is called unsupervised training. The same way, both categories, machines also do. Machines also, when engineers, machine learning, artificial intelligence engineers, software engineers, when they train the machines, they prepare something called model. Okay. Then they design the model, then they train the model. In that training attempts also, they provide both ways. They let the model to get trained itself as unsupervised training, and even engineers, trainers, data input operators, all those train the machine. That is supervised training. So for machine learning itself, we have the both way, supervised training and unsupervised training. Today I'm not going to deeply talk about supervised training or unsupervised training. Instead, I'm going to introduce you some already trained models. Okay, there are some already trained models. Those models are freely available online to download. You can download those models, and you can use those offline within your machine. That means without even internet connection. After you when you download, you need the internet connection. After you download it, you can just disconnect from the internet, and you can utilize those. You can use those models, already trained models, within your applications to do the text processing, just like questioning and answering. If you question the model, you send a question to the model, the request, model will answer within its extent. Okay, something like that. So there are okay, before that, I have already prepared a simple application, console application, using already downloaded offline models. So let's try that. Okay, I have already developed a simple console application like this. Here I am using, I think you might have heard of something called Ollama. Okay, Ollama is a offline ML model application. Okay, it can be used offline. Just to download the models, you have to have the internet. After you download the model, you can use it offline even. That is called Ollama client. It's a desktop application. I'm going to introduce it here. And under that Ollama client, it provides a lot of different vendors offline models to pull into your machine and get it run with your applications, and even with Ollama client desktop applications. So if you want to download Ollama, You can just go to Google and type Ollama download, something like that. Then you will see Ollama download Ollama on Windows. If you are a Windows machine, you have to use the Windows version here, or Linux or Mac OS, depending on your OS. I have already downloaded the Windows application, Windows client here. Okay, you can see here the URL become Windows now, and you have the download button. I'm not going to download it again. I have already downloaded, and once you download it, you will see this Ollama setup. And using that Ollama setup, you can run as administrator to install the setup. Once you install, you will get the installed application like this. Okay, like this. Then you can start it in your desktop machine. Now it will be like this. Under that, here you can see a drop down. Under that drop down, you can see a lot of different offline models. Actually, those can be used as offline once you pulled it. Okay. Some examples like PHI, Qwen, and there are a lot of versions as well. And GPT, Gemma, and Tiny Llama, and those kind of different models. So you can directly pull from this application also just by typing here pull PHI or something like that, or pull Qwen, something like that. Or you can directly say run. If you directly say run, then it will pull the offline model into your machine, and then again immediately it will get started. Also, you can use once you install the Ollama desktop application like this, you will see in the system tray like this. Okay, then you can directly get the offline models through that. Or the other way is you can use command prompt. Once you install the Ollama client, your system is automatically set up for the set up with the environment variables and everything required. Then you can use command prompt to set up the required offline models. The command is first of all, you can check whether any already installed offline models are there. The command is Ollama list like this. Now I have already installed two offline models. First one is Qwen latest, second one is PHI latest. Qwen latest offline model is 2.3 GB, other one is 1.6 GB, and likewise there are some other offline models also. Let's say you want to pull Ollama pull Tiny Llama like this. Okay, once you enter, you will see it's installing the new model. If you don't know, if you are not familiar with the offline models, just like I show you previously, you can open Ollama client from here, from the start, and there you can see the drop down. It will show you all the names of available offline models. Those are from different vendors like Meta, Microsoft. This PHI offline module is done by Microsoft and Qwen is by Meta, likewise. So I'm not going to install the TinyLlama now because it's taking some GBs from my data pack and it will take some time as well. So you can just try like this. First try the Ollama list command, then depending on the not installed names, offline models, you can use those, you can install those using this pull command. Okay. So now once you run the Ollama list command, you will see Ollama client is again has started running. Yeah, like this. Okay. Now from the Ollama client also you can just communicate with or chat with the selected model. Now this is PHI is already selected. If I say hi, it will give some response. Okay, can you see? Hello, how can I assist you today? Something like that. And if you want to chat with another model, you have to select the model first, like this, and you can ask questions or chat with. Now that is about Ollama client that already developed and you can install and try. Now what I have done is, you should know as a software engineer or IT guy, you should know how to develop your own application that communicate with your offline models. This is what I have done. I have developed a console application called LLM offline modules interactor. Just a name I have given. So there what I do is, I am using this package, NuGet package, Ollama Sharp. Okay, you can install that Ollama Sharp using tools, NuGet manager, and from here, or you can directly right click on this and manage NuGet packages. Then you will see here already installed packages like Ollama Sharp, so offline at the moment. Let's connect to internet. Okay. Right, see, this is already installed. If you haven't installed Ollama Sharp to your console application, you can browse here and you will see that, and it will be install button if you haven't installed, so you can click that. Then Ollama Sharp will install to your application, and then you will see that under the packages section of the project. Then you can write the using directive once you installed Ollama Sharp. After that, you can use all these library features of Ollama Sharp. Using Ollama Sharp, it is very easy to communicate with the Ollama related offline models like PHI, Qwen, TinyLlama, Gemma, all those. Okay. Now what I am doing is, I am just letting the user to type, please enter Ollama host URL. Normally once you install Ollama client, this Ollama host URL in default will be set up to your machine localhost. So if this URL or at least the port number is different, that's why I am letting user to type it without just hard code. Then again program will ask the LLM name, then you have to give one of the name you have already installed. Okay, I have installed two LLM, PHI and Qwen. If you have many, you can give a name among those. Then only you can ask question from the model. like this. Then this is the real implementation part that communicate with the Ollama, offline model. There I am using this set of code lines. This is the Ollama sharp this is the Ollama API client object. Okay, once you install Ollama sharp, this class should be available within your application, Ollama application, and I'm using that object. First set the model name, and once creating the application Ollama API client application instance, you have to get the URL that entered by user, and using that instance we can call whatever the available methods. I am here calling get streaming response asynchronous method. That I am sending the prompt in the sense the message or request typed by the user, and some chat options. There is a class called chat options. In that chat options we can set what is the response format we require, the text or JSON or something, and we can give a conversation ID, and we can give some other factors like parameters like temperature. Depending on those temperatures, the result will be optimized. Okay, so I'm just setting temperature as minus 0.1, and after the chat response given by this method, then I am synchronously reading it. It's a kind of enumerator. We can iterate through it using this while loop, and you can get the response line by line. And then after collecting the entire response into this string build object, I'm going to write into the console, something like that. Okay, and I have done some error handling and everything, so that is usual. And let's try running this application and see what is the output. Okay, it's asking for the URL, so I have to give the URL like this. Okay, and now it's asking the model name, LLM name. LLM in the sense language learning model or large language model. So I am going to use PHI. Okay, now it's asking to a question. Okay, so now you can either type a question, or you can just type exit to stop the program, just like running again, and enter the URL and model name. Okay, now you have to ask the question. I'm just saying hi. Okay, right. First of all, it will say please wait, I am working on it. That is just a general output. Then this is the real output given by PHI model. Hello, how can I assist you today? Okay, let's try some input. Let's say please write a short story about Earth. Okay, it's working on it. Okay, it has written a short story about Earth. Once upon a time, on a planet called Earth, there was a beautiful blue-green orb that, wow, that's perfect. Okay, so this is how the text processing offline models, that is called NLP, natural language processing offline models. Actually, this model can be used online as well. Uh, there are some online portals that directly associated with all um, these LLMs, large language models. Okay, so now even you can exit here and communicate with the other model. You can I have already installed, that is Qwen. uh, Same way you can install a lot of LLM and communicate with each of them. And let's try another simple thing, like please write uh, a 4 lines poem on sun. Okay, it's working on it. Okay, it has written a short poem with 4 lines. Golden rays of sunshine, warmth that fills up my heart. A new day has begun with hope in every part. Wow, that's excellent. That's awesome. So PHI LLM is very rich, and it has been trained very well by Microsoft. So that's why it can write like this. Can you see the short story about the Earth? And this is a short poem, 4 line poem about sun. So now let's give a question which is irrelevant with text processing, something like arithmetic question. Then these text processing LLMs give some answers, but not the correct answers. That means you should understand these are not real AI models that can do everything, but NLP models, natural language processing model, or we call it large language models. Under the large language models, NLP, natural language models. Let's say, what is the total of total of all the integers from 0 to 10, something like that. I don't think it will answer. Okay, it has given a kind of answer. The sum of all the integers from 0 to 10 can be calculated using the formula for the sum of an arithmetic series, which is n divided by 2 first term plus last term multiplied by first term plus last term. Okay, some acceptable answer. But if you tried some bigger arithmetic operations, like some totally irrelevant question, it will not answer. So it will give some other answer, short answer, like it is not relevant to this LLM kind of. So that's about LLMs and Ollama. Now in this video I am not talking about further. So with the same MLAI video series, in the next video I will talk about some other natural language processing library developed and trained by a university team called Stanford University. that is called Stanford NLP library. Okay, so that is also quite rich and well trained model. uh, we can do a lot of things like um, entity recognition and some kind of subject verb object triples, extractions, kind of things. Let's say you have a big paragraph or memo. uh, from that memo you want to extract all the entity names and subjects, verbs and object triples of all the sentences, kind of thing. Before that, we can just try some similar question here also, as the final step of this video. What are the SVO triples of this sentence? Sentence is let's say a driver driving a bus. Yeah, that's it. Driving a bus. Let's say what is answer. What are the SVO triples of this sentence? Sentence is a driver driving a bus. Okay, it has given answer. In the SVO subject verb object structure, the subject is a driver, the verb is driving, and the object is a bus. Therefore, the SVO triples for this sentence are a driver driving bus, a driver drives a bus, driver drove a bus. Okay, it has broken down it into three different forms, like present tense, and continuous tense. It is simple. Let's give the same sentence and ask for named entities. Let's say what are the named entities of this sentence? A driver driving the bus. A driver driving the bus. Let's see the answer. Okay, this is the answer it has given. What are the named entities of this sentence? Driver driving a bus. Named entities are person, driver, a person, bus, a vehicle. Perfect. So I'm going to do the same, that named entity recognition and subject verb object triples extraction in the next video with a different LLM, what is called Stanford NLP, developed by Stanford University team. Okay, I think you have much of important information the things you can learn about artificial intelligence, machine learning and natural language processing, text processing kind of things with this video. So maybe you have seen the code lines as well, so you can write it yourself as well in your own machines and try installing the Ollama client, and via that you can try installing some offline models and try set up a console or desktop application like this and try questioning and getting the answer with those models. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to wrap up the session with that. So this is the first video of artificial intelligence sessions video series. The next let's meet with the next video to discuss about Stanford data. Thank you guys. Bye.